Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. Today we have Juhi with us. She's our speaker for today. Uh, I think we have close to 20 plus. That's great. We'll get started then without waiting further. So we'll go through the introductions first. Let me quickly run through it. So this is Manish Thaduri. I'm the Singapore Architect Group Leader. Along with me, Arun is also the co-leader. Together, we've been running this architect group for quite some time now. I was leading the developer group for almost 7, 8 years now. Then I started this architect group back in I think a couple of years ago. Once we had this architect group, the developer group is still running in Singapore. A lot of other groups are also running, which is very active community. We also do these sessions in person, but we also wanted to do some of these virtual sessions so that people from other countries or other cities can join. Also to bring in speakers from other areas like today. So that's why we also try to organize some of these virtual sessions as well as in-person sessions. Just about me, so I'm a Salesforce MVP Hall of Fame. For those who do not know, Hall of Fame are the ones who've been awarded this MVP for 5 consecutive years. Then you become a Hall of Fame. Then I've also a marketing champion. So those with Salesforce Marketing Cloud experience, we do a lot of community activities. So there's also a title that we get Salesforce gives to certain people. So I'm also like marketing champion. From a work point of view, I'm a Salesforce director at Forces, leading the solutions, the entire practice here. I do a lot of community activities. So one of them or a few of them are like Singapore Dreaming. We've done way back in 2020. We have to see how we can get these things done again. So I've also organized Southeast Asia Dreaming. That is also one of the virtual dreaming events that I've done. Currently, I'm very active with MC Square events. So MC Square is again an event specific to Marketing Cloud, where we run this event one day full day conference across multiple cities. I've got some certifications and I also blog at sfdcfanboy.com. So that's my blog where I write about marketing cloud certifications. I've also created some certification courses on Udemy. So for those who are really keen on marketing cloud specific, those you can check those as well. Arun, I don't think he's in yet. I think he'll join in a couple of minutes, but I'll talk about Arun as well. So Arun has joined the architect group. He was part of the community, like an attendee. Then he showed a lot of interest, and he started. He's become part of the architect group leader as well. So now he's been leading with me for a year or so. So Arun is a solution architect at Capgemini in Singapore itself, and he's got sales service, public service consultant, and he's also a certified application architect. Feel free to reach out to any of us for any questions, or if you want to speak, or what kind of sessions you want to put it, you are expecting from the group. Please feel free to reach out to us. Uh, there's also WhatsApp group for specifically for Singapore community where we post about our in-person events. So those who are in Singapore and not part of developer group, just drop a message in this chat. I'll also try to give access to it. But again, that group is specific to the Singapore people because that is purely for in-person events. Okay. And for today's session, the topic is WhatsApp integration with SFMC, and we have Juhi based joining from Dubai. Again, this is a great opportunity for all of us to have people joining from different cities, as I mentioned. So that's the advantage of virtual events. So I'll let Juhi introduce. I'm not going to take that opportunity. So I'll let Juhi introduce and also share your screen. Uh, Juhi,
Manish, I'll quickly share my screen also.
okay.
So,
Let me stop sharing. Yes, yeah.
yeah,
Nice to see you.
yeah. First, I'll share my screen and then I'll introduce myself.
Okay, Arun is also here. Arun, I've just done your introduction, by the way. If you just want to say hi, feel free to say hi. So I've not introduced Juhi yet, so I'm just handing it over to Juhi to start the session. Anything from your side, Arun? I think if he's talking, we cannot hear, but feel free to jump in, Arun, anytime. Yeah. So, Juhi, I think you can get started. Thanks a lot, first of all, for your time and making sure, because you've reached out to us that you want to present and talk to us. Again, we are always open to opportunities, giving opportunities to different speakers. We are very much open. We encourage people from community to take that initiative and join, share their knowledge, and spend some time with all of us. So, thanks a lot for reaching out. Hope we are able to. I think we tried to do it last month also, or I think last year, but it couldn't
Yes.
happen because of a lot of conflicts. So I think now we are able to do it. So it's a great thing. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Manish. Actually, I tried to reach out to you on LinkedIn, and I found you as the first person to contact me when I tried messaging. I tried
Okay.
messaging to a couple of people, but you were the one who actually helped me out with this stuff. And
Okay,
thank you for giving me this opportunity. So, hi
no problem.
everyone.
Thanks. Yeah.
Uh, Myself, Juhi. I have an experience of 10 years in IT industries. I have worked across vertical domains like healthcare, logistics, retail, estates, loyalty. I have been practicing into marketing cloud from last 6 years. Today we are going to talk about the most powerful and the most unused channel in marketing cloud, which is WhatsApp. Not just why should we care about it, but the actual steps and the lesson that I have learned from real projects. So I'll be talking about all this stuff in this session. So let's get started. Let me know in case you guys have any questions in between, so that we can cover it up at the last 10 to 5 minutes that we will be having. So, we will be covering 8 topics today. We will move through why, how quickly. Most of the value we will be giving to the implementation roadmap, best practices that I have followed, and the challenges that I have been through, so that you guys don't face it when you will be doing the implementation. So, I'll be slowing down towards these slides so that we will have a better idea of how we can move ahead with them when we will be doing the implementation. So first we'll discuss about why should we use WhatsApp as an opportunity. So I did some analysis few days back before I was creating these slides, and I found that we have around 98% message open rate compared to what we have 18 to 25% for emails, which is unbeatable. And the most interesting fact that I found was that we send around 100 billions of messages daily across 180 countries, which is a very huge number. So we can't say that it's a niche channel anymore. But what I can conclude from these stats is that it's actually telling us where our customers are already in. So it provides us a better opportunity to get engaged with our customers and get more conversions from them. Uh, Next, when we talk about the channel comparison, these are the most commonly used channels in Marketing Cloud. We have been using WhatsApp, email, and SMS. I have drawn the comparison among three of them. These tables actually show where the WhatsApp win when it comes to the engagement, like in the previous slide where I mentioned that we already get 98% open rate. If you will go through the CTR compared to the emails and the response rate from WhatsApp, it's unbeatable and unmatched from other both channels. But the with pros come the cons also. We need to pay for the super messages, and we have to get the meta approvals for the templates that we are creating for WhatsApp, unlike email where every send is scrutinized. So for me, WhatsApp is a high value low cost volume use cases where relevance is guaranteed. So ideally what is meant by that is we should consider WhatsApp to be sent to only our relevant audience or the targeted audience, or based on the behavior of the audience, so that it can be used for the high valued use cases that we have in our business. Any questions so far, guys? I can't see anybody hands raised. Let me know. You can jump in between.
Yeah, if any questions in the chat, we'll let you know, Juhi. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Thanks,
Okay.
Manish.
Yeah.
So, next we'll talk about how the integration works. So, this is a high level diagram that I have created so that, if even if you don't know how it works, it will give you an idea from where you should start and how it will end. So, first we get the data from app or CRM or any source that you have with your system. Once you get the data into your system, from your system into marketing cloud, you need to import the data into contact builder via WhatsApp import list. So this is one of the most important thing that we need to take care of, that even if you have the data into your data extensions, but if they are not imported in your WhatsApp list, you will not be able to send the WhatsApp. So key thing that needs to be kept in mind is that in the all contacts where we can see different channel associated with our business unit, in the WhatsApp list we need to add those contacts to whom we need to send the WhatsApp. The third thing we need to keep in the content builder. So before we create the WhatsApp message in content builder, we need to first create the template in Meta. Once Meta approves the template, then only the template is visible to us in the content builder so that we can use this that message to deliver it to our customers. So till step 3 we are ready with the targeted audience as well as for the content that needs to be delivered to the customer. The fourth step is where we will be preparing the journey and we'll be sending out the comms. So in the fourth step, when it comes to journey builder, before that we should check whether the customer is opted in for our WhatsApp or not. Once we have the dedicated audience, we should select the targeted data extension and the targeted message we need to send out to our customers so that they can receive it based on the timings and the best practices that we will be going to discuss later. Once we trigger the messages, then Meta calls it API and send out the WhatsApp. So in short, what happens? We have Marketing Cloud in place, then in between we have Meta, and then it's a WhatsApp. So when we send the WhatsApp from Marketing Cloud, Meta validates to whom we need to send the WhatsApp. Then it validates all of the stuff and then it's sent to the audience. Meta validates, even so there are some rules that needs to be followed and there are some guidelines that we need to follow when we are creating the templates, and Meta validate all those stuff and then it send out messages to the customers. Prerequisites before doing this integration is required. I have mentioned that in the bottom four boxes. The first one is the explicit opt-in. So irrespective of any tool you are using, we need to get an opt-in from the customers that they are signing the consent to receive the WhatsApp from our end. Either you launch a campaign or you do a landing page or you are mentioning in your privacy policies that your customers are eligible to receive all the digital communications. We need to get their consent so that tomorrow there can't be a compliance issue on us saying that we never signed up for this and we are receiving the messages. The second one is the WhatsApp business account. So whenever we receive a WhatsApp, there is a dedicated number and a account from where we receive the WhatsApp. So before sending out the WhatsApp, we need to get a number configured and we need to connect it with Meta so that moving forward, when we design any WhatsApp, we will be using that number to send it out. Third is the Meta approval template. So there is a certain set of guidelines that Meta has mentioned in their website. So some of them are you can't use some of the emoticons which are not relevant. We need to use a proper format for the date time. So there are certain more guidelines that they have mentioned. So you can send only the approved templates, not the rejected one from Meta. And the fourth one is the super message credit, which is the most important. So whenever we design a WhatsApp, we yearly we sign a contract with Salesforce where they
I
mention.
think Juhi just dropped out. Let me check. I think she's back. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes. I think you just dropped for a couple of seconds.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, I was on the super message credits. So, this is the most important thing that we when we send out the WhatsApp, super message credits are consumed. For this, we need to check our contract with our account executive. We need to check how many messages that we can send and how many credits we are consuming, because it depends upon the country to country as well as the type of message template that you are using. So that based on that only we will tell our marketing team that these are the number of messages that we can send. Next come the message types and the template that we use to design the WhatsApp. So we have three types of templates that we use for designing the WhatsApp. First is the marketing, second is the transactional, and third is the session messages. The first is the marketing template. It's related to the promotions that you are doing with your businesses, like any loyalty offer coming in or any launches that is being you are doing for your customers. So it's a business initiated template. The key thing that needs to be there in mind is that since it's a marketing, we need to give an opt out option to the customers, so that they feel that they have the right to get out of the channel that from where we are sending the WhatsApp. And also best practice is to provide them the resubscribe also key button also, so that in case by mistake they unsubscribe, they have the functionality to get enrolled with the program again. The second one is the transactional messages. It's basically based on the customer's action. Like if you are purchasing something from a website, or you are getting a confirmation, or you have placed an order and you received the order, you want to return something. So there we send out the transactional messages. Opt out is not required for the transactional messages. These are basically the utility messages. So when I was telling you guys about the template rejection, if you create a utility message on the marketing template, that is also where Meta cancels the reject the template. So we need to take care when we are designing the templates. The third one is the session
Julie,
message.
sorry, before you go into third one, I think on your screen there is this hide, stop sharing that
Yeah, yeah,
banner. If you can just click on hide for that, I think
yeah,
people requested for that. Yeah,
yeah.
thanks. Thank you.
Thanks, Manish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking about the session messages. So basically, it's you can, in short summary, it's like a customer care where a customer is responding to your WhatsApp message and you are providing them the uh, feedback based on what they are asking you. Suppose, can you tell me about your order? Then you can show them their order ID. It's bit complicated to create in marketing cloud, but it's not impossible. You can do it for 10 keywords. Apart from 10, you need to create the journey so that you can get the whole customer life journey with the customers. So below I have mentioned how the approval flows when it comes to getting the approved templates from Meta. First we design the message in WhatsApp manager. Once we design it, we submit it to Meta. Meta reviews the message. It depends upon Meta. It takes sometime it takes 5 minutes, sometime it takes 1 day, depending upon the complexity and the dynamic values that you are rendering on the WhatsApp. Once it is available and approved, you can use it in the messages. Once you have that message ready, you can deploy that message into your journey builder. So here we will be talking about the implementation roadmap. It is a very important slide, because this is all about how you will start from A and you will keep be completing to Z. So I have prepared it based on my experience and how I have worked on WhatsApp. So it approximately take 10 weeks to roll out from day one, if you have, if there is no disturbances between the business, or you are getting the Meta approvals. So we have 6 phases. Phase 1 tells you about the discovery and the requirement. So it's just the business justification that your business needs to provide, so that they can tell why should we use WhatsApp. Once they have that in place, we will check how we can get the customer opt-in. So it's a high level where we find out what are the basic requirements, why we need to use the WhatsApp, what will be the entry source for it. The second one is the account and integration setup. Once we are clear with the first phase, we will check what number we need to uh, get the account created, how we'll connect it to Meta. Once it is connected with Meta, how we'll design the templates, how we'll move the data sync, how we'll get the data from app or CRM into marketing cloud. So these first two phases are where most projects gets delayed. My advice is to start your WhatsApp business account registration 4 weeks before you go live, because every downstream, the template, the journey, the UAT pilot launch is based on all on the phase 2. If phase 2 is not done, you can't proceed with phase 3, 4, 5, 6. So just be prepared, get this number validated from Meta. It majorly takes 3 to 4 weeks. Once you are you are into it, then you can design the templates, like how I mentioned, you can do the marketing, you can do the utility. Once you design the templates, you submit it to Meta, you get it reviewed. You can use GIF, you can use images, you can use PDFs, and you can add all this stuff in your template. Then comes the phase 4, where you will be creating the journey. But before doing a actual launch, it's always a best practice to do a UAT. Get few people from your business so that you can do them a test send, and validate the opt-in and opt-out functionality. Check how, if a person is opting out and then again you are sending a WhatsApp, that person is not receiving the WhatsApp. So validate everything before we go for a launch. Once you are comfortable that you are good with your journey, you have sent the WhatsApp to your internal team and everything is approved from the marketing team, go for a pilot launch. So here, like we do the IP warming with the email sends, we need to do the same kind of warming with the WhatsApp sends, because we need to reach the maximum limit of sending out the WhatsApp in one go. So ideally, what I believe, we should start with doing 500 per day for 2 days, then 10,000, followed by 100K if we reach to that maximum limit to send out the messages. Once we are good with the pilot launch, where we are delivering it to a limited audience, the most engaged audience, in phase 6 we can go out and roll out to full audience and check and validate and give the feedback to the business about the reasons that you are getting, about the feedback that you are getting from the customers, so that your marketing team or your business can work upon the things that customers are providing over the comments that they have provided to the WhatsApp that you have sent. Now, this is a interesting one where I have mentioned the best practices and the common challenges that I faced during my phase of implementation when I did it last year. So first, I'll discuss about the best practices. So it's a very good article available with Marketing Cloud, and there is a documentation shared with Salesforce where they mention that we need to do the same kind of WhatsApp warming like the way we have been doing for the email that I mentioned you earlier, so that Meta also treat us as a new WhatsApp account. So if we go with the whole audience in one go, they can treat us as a spam account and they can block the number. So it's always a better practice, and the to do it in with smaller volumes, followed by increasing the audience day by day, so that Meta can understand that it's not a spam number, it's a authenticated sender profile, so that tomorrow going forward you can do it to 100K at one go. Always use the approved templates. So what happens whenever you design a WhatsApp template, you can edit it only one time. If you go for editing it on the second time, Meta will give you a pop-up saying that your message will be approved after 24 hours. So it's the best practice to get aligned with your marketing team, so that if you have an approved message at the very first time, you can create it to avoid any time delays. You can create a different message, but again, it will take your more manual efforts. So it's better to get everything sorted at first go to create the approved templates. The third one is the segment. So as I mentioned, we consume the super credits for when we are sending out the messages. So my recommendation will be always to send out the transactional messages, because it's something that customer always wanted to see. It's more of a beneficial use rather than sending the marketing messages. And even if you are doing a marketing message, always target the highly engaged customer with your program. Not send it to everyone because it's very expensive. The fourth one is collecting the opt-in at every touch point. So what happens, this is a very important and a critical point when it comes to sending WhatsApp messages in Europe, London, and in multiple countries, which actually follows the GDPR compliance very thoroughly. We should get the consent from the customers at every point. So after sending out a WhatsApp, checking whether they have opted out or not, or they have opted in again in the program. We need to take care of all this thing, so that tomorrow we don't get a complaint from any of the customer, or they can put a uh, case against us. So it's a very critical thing that we need to take care of. And the last one is the we should always wait for 24 hours before providing the analytics. So unlike email, where we do a send, we get the tracking data, we get the opens, we get the click rate, this is not the case with WhatsApp. We'll discuss about how we can do the tracking with WhatsApp in next few minutes. But ideally, it's the best practice to provide the analytics to your business after 24 hours, so that at least you will have an idea like how many people are opening the message, because you can't assume it in 5 minutes or 10 minutes whether you are providing the correct results to your business. Now comes the common challenges. The first one, the this is the pain point, where you need to get your number verified with Meta. So once you get your phone number, you add your account in Marketing Cloud. Meta takes around, sometime it takes weeks, days, sometime it takes weeks, sometime it takes months, max of 1 month. I have seen that in our organization, it took 1 month to get the number validated. Until the number is activated, you can't send out the WhatsApp. So this is the major challenge which I mentioned in the previous slide also. So this is something that you need to take care of, and this is something you need to tell your business also, that till the time we are not getting the number activated, we can't proceed ahead with doing all the templates and journeys and the technical implementation. The second one is the template rejection by Meta. So as I mentioned, if you create a utility message in a marketing template, it gets rejected by Meta. If you use some irrelevant emoticons in your messages, it will get rejected. Sometimes it get rejected because of the date format. So there is a list of guidelines provided by Meta we need to follow, and it's a strict guideline. So we need to follow it before we send it out. The third one is the super messages, which we talked about like in few minutes back also, that we need to check with our account executive about the credits that we have and how many we can use on a yearly basis. Fifth one is the opt-in gap, because we have been this is something that I have faced in my organization. So we deal with the launches where sometimes we get the data from CRM landing pages, but there are people who are going physically. We are getting their registration via physical notebook, and those data are not synced into CRM. And tomorrow they came back to us saying that you have sent this WhatsApp to our friends, but we haven't received it. So this is a major gap where when it comes to getting the consent from the customers. Yes, the sixth one is no real-time analytics. So unlike emails, when it comes to WhatsApp, whenever your business is asking you to provide the data, it's a time lag of 24 hours, where you can not find out who has opened, who has clicked to your CTR, and who has read the message. You get this reporting after 24 hours of sending out the WhatsApp. And the last one is the session message complexity, which I told you when I was discussing about the session messages, that creating a 24/7 customer service with Marketing Cloud is a major challenge. You can do it, but it needs a thorough design of how you can communicate the stuff with your customers, journey design, how many questions you must be asking, how you will responding to their questions. So this is different journeys that you will be creating from the session messages. You keywords you will be configuring for this. Now we will discuss about the KPIs and analytics, but before I walk you through what to measure, I want to set one expectation. Like, as I mentioned, that WhatsApp analytics does not provide real time. There is a lag up to 24 hours. So if you send a campaign at 10 a.m. and check the dashboard at noon, around 12 p.m., you will see nothing meaningful. So you need to be aware of it, and you need to make everybody let know that before 24 hours you cannot provide the exact data. So the first three are the delivery trios. These tell us about whether our setup is working perfectly or not. Ideally, in real world, the messages that we are sending to the customer, it should have more than 95% delivery rate. So we should start sending it to the targeted audience, or based on the behavior of the audience, or with the most valued audience of our program, followed by the open rate. So if you will be sending it based on their area of interest, obviously you'll be getting a better open rate. And for CTR, unlike emails, we should always use the UTMs, because then only you will be able to track how you will get the click through rate from WhatsApp. So I have personally seen that when we are using the WhatsApp compared to emails, we have a very good open rate as well as the CTR. And the most important thing is that for what emails we need an HTML, but for WhatsApp there is no design that is required at all. So it's quite convenient to send the WhatsApp, but we need to set up the rules to whom we need to send it out, because we can't send it out to everyone. The second row tells us about the business tools. These tell us if our strategy is working or not. It's purely marketing. So the opt-in and unsubscribe is basically based on what kind of messages we are creating. Are they feasible as per what customer is expecting? Are we conveying the same messages as what we are trying to say to the customers, or they are opting out from our messages? And the response rate is also something which is entirely based on the messages that we are creating, so that it shows the willingness of a customer to get involved with the program and their engagement. And by that means we can also get the conversions from them. So this is all about how we should measure the KPIs and when should we measure it. Now, these are the real world use cases. These are basically the 6 use cases that I have worked on for the WhatsApp, major use cases. I'll discuss about two of them, which has actually helped us to get more engagements and more conversions. So I'll first talk about the loyalty program updates. So 2 months back, we were just doing the emailers for our program, but recently we started sending out WhatsApp as well as emails as an A/B testing. So we did some automated triggers like a monthly point expiry, where we tell customers about the points expiring by the end of the month, and the monthly point statement, where we tell the customer that by first week of every month you have this points balance in your account. We saw that we got 2x higher redemption compared to what we were getting from the emails. So generally now whatever the automated triggers that we are creating are purely based on the WhatsApp first, followed by the email based on the preferences that we are getting from the customers. Because What we observed is that some customers prefer to get emails also. The second one is the booking confirmation. So when I was working for a retail and travel domain, if you are in retail or hospitality, booking confirmation will help you with the pre-arrival journeys, which will give you I would say uncomparable results compared to what you will be sending via emails. And even if you create some session messages like the inbound calls with them, what we observed is we get 5 to 10% less customer care calls compared to what we were getting earlier. So these are the two major areas where I show that where I felt that it was performing really well. Now, this is all about setting up the tracking, because it's not like emails where everything is visible on the UI. For WhatsApp, we need to do some configurations, we need to set up the automations. But before that, I wanted to check with you guys, if you have launched a campaign, it goes out, but your leadership asks for results on the very next day, and you are scrambling because you didn't set up the expectations and you haven't set up the reporting before you send it out. So that's what exactly happens with WhatsApp. If you don't build the tracking infrastructure before you send it out, you will be struggling, which is not the case with emails. It's very easy when it comes to emails. So this is a step by step how you can set up the tracking in WhatsApp. You need to enable the WhatsApp analytics in your journey builder. So whenever you send a WhatsApp, uh, you can go to the and you have enabled this WhatsApp analytics by, and you send it out today, you can see how many has been delivered, how many has not been delivered, how many have been failed, and how many of them has been sent out from your end, because Meta imposes certain services from there, and it does not deliver all the messages that you are sending to the customers. Irrespective, your template is fine, or you got it approved, but it doesn't send to all of the customers. It validates to whom it should be sending it out or not. Then second one is, you should always configure the UTM parameters into your link, so that you can track like how many people have opened, how many people have got converted from those UTMs. Third is setting up a tracking data extension. So this is purely technical, where you can get the tracking data from WhatsApp into your marketing cloud. So you need to create a chat messaging extract inside your automation studio, and you can create a data extension which will get updated on daily basis. I have scheduled it for 10 a.m. because ideally after 10 only people prefer to open their phones and see the messages. The fourth one is automation studio data export. So you can as I mentioned in the previous step, that you can send the data to the tracking data extension. It's always better to create an automation flow. You can move the data into the data extension as well for your knowledge, and you can integrate an intelligence board also, like Tableau, Power BI, so that you can't provide a tabular data to your stakeholders. It's always better to provide them an insight, like how your WhatsApp are being performed. The last one is the campaign performance dashboard, which you can prepare yourself in the cloud pages. Now, as all of you know that we have Claude. Just you need to you can get a very good visual presentation from there. Just you need to provide the CTR, open rates, and the send total sends, and you can get it created via automation. You can use all the HTMLs that Claude can provide you, and you can get it sorted. I think these will be the beneficial steps to cover up all the tracking activities that you can perform, and you can provide it to your business, as well as you can have an idea with your marketing team or say marketing cloud team, like what are the conversions, how many people are opting out, what are the reasons why they are opting out, are the message being delivered to everyone or not. So this will actually be helpful for all of you. So everything up to this point has been the textbook version of how implementation works. This slide is what actually happened. There are some real lessons from real project. I have faced this. I don't want you guys to face it when you will be doing the implementation. So I thought of discussing this with you all. So, as I mentioned, that this verification of the business account is something that we need to take care of. It shouldn't be a practice that you are telling you are doing it 3 days before going the go live. It should be 3 weeks before you are setting up the expectation that you will be going live. The second one is the template rejection. Initially, when I was not knowing how to create the WhatsApp, I faced couple of issues where my templates were getting rejected. So this is also something you need to sit with your marketing team, tell them these are the guidelines from Meta. This is how we will be going to set up the WhatsApp. The second one is related to the data and consent, where we don't get the WhatsApp consent from everywhere. This is where we lose our customers. So always there should be a practice to get all the customers via your entry source, either app, CRM, loyalty management system. Even if it's a physical presence or it's a website or it's an app, we should get all the data so that we will be having all the customers to whom we need to send out the WhatsApp. If you see that you are not getting the consent properly, you can launch a campaign with the existing customers so that you can validate them and you can get their opt-ins, and then you can do the next activities where you can import them into the WhatsApp list. The third is the journeys and the consent. So yes, we need to think of when we should be scheduling the WhatsApp journeys. It should be, I have seen in UA, it's best practice to do it from 10 to 7. After 7, it's guidelines that you shouldn't be disturbing anyone, sending them the promotional messages. So and on Fridays, since it's a prayer time, we prefer to send out the WhatsApp after 4. So as per your region, you should see how it has been performing. Best practice is to do the A/B testing with different timings, like at 11, at 1, and see at what time you are getting the best open rates. The next thing is we have a character limit of 1024 characters for WhatsApp. So we have faced it in our scenarios where we need to make customer understand about the system updates, because it's something that many customer does not understand. If we provide them a short summary to make them understand, what we did, we provided a bitly link so that they can navigate to that page and get all the information from there, not even consuming our 1024 characters, because it's very difficult sometimes to get such short messages. The last one is the analytics part, where we can't provide the real time dashboard to the stakeholders. So these are the things that you should not fall into, which I faced during my initial days when I was implementing it. Now, this is all about how you can start your WhatsApp plan. So, in the initial discussions, we talked about the why, the how, the architecture, and the war stories that I faced. Now, the question that should matter to you is when should you start it? I have broken this into three horizon, where I have mentioned that this week you should be doing two checklist. First, you should brief your team, or your business should brief your team why should we use the WhatsApp. And the second one is to identify from where you'll get the data. These are the two initial things that you should be doing on the very first week. The second one is the month, where you should be setting up your foundation. You will launch the opt-in campaign so that you can get the consent from the customers. If you are not getting a wider audience, you should register your number with the WhatsApp business account. You should get it configured with Marketing Cloud. You should be able to create a WhatsApp import list, then contact builder. You should create the template, followed by which you should draft and send templates to Meta for approvals. The third one is the quarter, which is your pilot journey. So you should be launching your first journey when you will be in this phase. Once you are ready with all the consent, your entry source, your journey, your messages, your messaging limit, you should create your first journey, followed by the UTM trackings on all the CTAs to get more engagement. You should set up the data extension to capture the opt-ins and opt-outs, and this is how you should be proceeding into the kickstart plan. So this is all about WhatsApp. You should be starting in. So I started my journey in this way, like I how I have presented it. To be honest, what I feel is WhatsApp is not complicated. The technology works, the integration is mature, and the results are real. But what holds most implementation is in the platform. It's, assuming that we are already getting the consent from the customers, which we are not getting at the very early stage. And we shouldn't be trying to do too much on the very first time when we are doing it. We should be doing it in wide, smaller audience, followed by a wider, and then we should go with the vast audience. Start with small scale, start with one use case you know your customer will value, measure it properly, and then scale what works. So, this is how you can strategize your first WhatsApp journey. That's all for today. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and thanks for your valuable time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Juhi. I think that was a lot of information, and you've covered it in very detail. You've covered almost everything that could be possible to to work on in WhatsApp integration. I think you've covered all the areas. A lot of questions in the chat, but I try to answer most of them as well. But there are a few questions I
Yeah.
think we still need from you, from
Yeah.
a from your experience point of view as well. I think the most important one they're asking is about the cost. Again, it's not publicly available, but from your experience and all, I don't know if you want to quote the numbers or not, but so what's the costing or the pricing kind of thing that you want to put?
Yeah, so it's basically depends upon the contract that you are signing with your account executive. In our current organization, we purchase the packs of WhatsApp credits in dollars. Based on that, you can provide the estimation. You can check with your account executive like how they are doing it. It varies with business to business how they are purchasing the super messages. So the best person who can answer the question to you is your account executive. Let me go through all the questions.
Yeah,
And
so that
yeah,
yeah, go ahead, Julie. Yeah.
yeah, I can see that super. For example, 100K messages. So if we can't define what will be the pricing because it varies from country to country. Like for delivering one WhatsApp message, we can in India we consume around 104 credits. Similarly, for UAE, it's 61 credits. So it varies. So we can't define a specific amount or price for the WhatsApp messages that we can do. So better to check with your account executive, like what credits they are purchasing. Any
Yeah, so
information?
also there's a multiplier for it. So similar to your SMS, one SMS is
Yeah.
100 multiplier, right? So similarly, we have for WhatsApp also. I'll share the link with that because the link also keeps changing every quarter or once in a year. Currently, maybe let's look at few examples of for Canada, it's around 13 multiplier. For India, it's 14. So again, multiplier is varies. I'll just put the link for that also in the chat for everyone's reference. So the multiplier is there. Yeah. I think
Good.
implementation cost, we cannot put again the licensing cost. There's a SKU that you have to purchase and an order add-on. So that I think we will not reveal it here. So it's up to the A's because they have discounts. It varies per region and everything. So best is to get the rate directly from Salesforce is what I would say.
Yeah. Do we need a dedicated preference setup for WhatsApp as equal as SMS? Lakshmi, I believe that what you can do in your preference center itself, you can create a section for WhatsApp where you can check whether the customer is opting out or opting in. From there, you can get their in area of interest, whether they want to receive the offers, and the way you have designed the preference center for email. Similarly, you can have a section for WhatsApp also. There is no dedicated preferences, but you can create it on your custom preference center. Can you okay? We have a customer mobile number, but if somebody's mobile number not in WhatsApp, then what? So Jitendra, the question that you have mentioned is something that we have faced with our business. So when you do the tracking, okay, when you set up the tracking, if you will see there, we get a reason why the message is not delivered to the customer. So it will show you that that the number whom you are sending the WhatsApp does not have the WhatsApp installed itself. So in the reasons, when you will find out why the message was not delivered to this customer, you can find out there itself that the WhatsApp was not installed in that number, hence customer was not able to receive it. uh, can you get the access? Yeah, I'll share the documentation here itself.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
shared it in that reply. I've shared the link to the documentation for WhatsApp. Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks, Manish. Will we have a demo session on WhatsApp integration? I need to check because it's we have a paid business unit. I don't have a demo business unit to present it to you, but I'll try. Uh, can we send a QR code? Yes, we can send it out. As mentioned by Manish, yeah, we can use the media files and we can do it. Sorry to ask, I haven't checked, but no, we don't have a data view for WhatsApp. We need to create the chat messaging extract. So whenever you will be creating an automation for the tracking, you will see your number. You will see a chat messaging option. There you need to select the WhatsApp number for for the one whom you want to set up the tracking. So it's not easy peasy like the emails. We can query the data views and get the results, but for WhatsApp you need to do the automations to get the result. Is tracking via UTM free or at a, is this tracking via UTM is free? I didn't get your question, Lakshmi. Like, is this tracking via UTM free or at any extra SKUs?
So you mentioned about UTM tracking for those links,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's it doesn't need an extra SKU, right? It's just UTM tracking that we do.
Yeah, the similarly the way you have been doing in emails, the same way you need to
Yeah.
do it in WhatsApp, because WhatsApp does not show you uh, actually the way tracking is visible in emails. You need to check in your UTM parameters whether the link has been clicked from WhatsApp or not. Mm, I yes, the session is okay. Can we configure? Yes. I think Manish has mentioned answered all of my questions.
No problem. I think there are a few more at the end just coming in. Yeah.
As mentioned, it has a character limit. Does it have a feature to concatenate the messages? Uh, yes, but the thing is, you can create a WhatsApp message up to 1024 characters. You can concat a message, but you can do it via Journey Builder itself, where you can divide a message into three parts and then get it delivered. You can't get that one message in one go. You can create a journey, and you can create 3 WhatsApp activities to deliver a single message in one go to a customer. Could the opt-in and opt-out audience should be updated in real time in all contexts, or the audience could be only imported through automations? Opt-in and opt-out audience should be updated in opt-in should be updated in real time, but opt-out is something I am doing via data extensions, because if you are updating it in all contact list, it will get updated in your emails email list, because all contacts is shared among all the channels. So my preference will be to get the opt out of the audience in one data extension, and then whenever you are doing the WhatsApp, just exclude them from the data extension that you are selecting for sending out the messages. Where do you can setup? But where do you configure the UTMs or in the setup? So UTM is something. So my point was, you already have a website or you have a GA integration. You can use the same UTMs in your link. That was something I was trying to convey. I think we have covered up all the questions. Anything from anybody else, guys? Anything from you, Manish?
Ah, no, no, I'm good. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. It was very helpful. Good to see a lot of interaction. So that means people are really interested in this topic also, and you've tried to cover most of it as well. So thanks a lot, Juhi. I think we're also up on time, so it's great. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks, Juhi, again. We'll see you again.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Bye, guys.
Okay, then bye everyone. Thanks. How can we find the recording? I think one is asking. So the recording will be up on that page that I mentioned. So you can come back to that event page that I was talking about. I'll share the link again. So for those who are still here, so there's on the event page, you will get the access to the recording page. So you can just check it in a couple of days. So the event page, I posted a link there. So it will be there on this on the same page. You'll find the recording soon. Okay, we'll upload it in a couple of days or by tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Then thanks. Thank you. Bye.